Saint Peter Nolasco was noted for his piety, almsgiving, and charity. During his time, Christians were persecuted throughout a large part of Europe and Africa. Saint Peter Nolasco took it upon himself to ransom and save as many of these persecuted believers as he could, and is attributed as saving countless lives. Saint Peter Nolasco was born in a small village in France. As a kid, he grew up hearing stories of brave knights and daring rescues. But the stories that touched his heart the most were about people who were in trouble, especially Christians captured by the Moors. The Moors were rulers from North Africa who had taken over parts of Spain. They would sometimes take people away from their homes and make them work as slaves. Peter couldn't stop thinking about how sad and lonely those people must feel. When Peter grew up, he became a successful merchant, trading goods and earning a lot of money. But instead of buying fancy clothes or a big house, Peter used his money to help others. He traveled far and wide to rescue people who had been taken by the Moors, paying to set them free and bring them home. He was obsessed with the thought of their suffering, and when, after the death of his father, he received a small inheritance, Peter proceeded to spend it freely in ransoming the Christian slaves. Because of these ventures, Peter soon became penniless. He was on the point of despair when he had a vision of the Virgin and heard these words: "Find me men like yourself, an army of brave, generous, unselfish men, and send them into these lands where the children of the faith are suffering." The next day, Peter woke up filled with excitement. He knew this was a mission from God. He gathered his friends, including King James of Aragon and a holy priest named Raymond from Peñafort. Together, they decided to form a group called the Order of Our Lady of Ransom, or the Mercedarians. The order was established to ransom Christian captives who were being held by Muslim Moors in Spain, North Africa, and the Middle East. The order was unique in that its members were both monks and soldiers, and they were willing to sacrifice their own freedom in order to secure the freedom of others. Hello, friends. Thank you for tuning into our channel, where we share God's love, hope, and truth through inspiring stories, teachings, and creative content. We're so grateful for your support. Your likes, your comments, and your prayers, they mean the world to us. As you know, creating high-quality Christian content takes time, resources, and a lot of heart. But here's the reality. We simply can't keep this going on YouTube revenue alone. The ads you see just don't cover the costs of production, editing, and everything else that goes into sharing this message with the world. That's why we're asking for your help. If you believe in what we're doing and want to see this channel continue to grow and reach more people, please consider supporting us through Patreon or PayPal. Even a small contribution makes a big difference. It helps us produce new videos and series, upgrade our equipment for better quality, and most importantly, focus on creating content that uplifts and strengthens your faith. You can join our mission by visiting our Patreon page or making a one-time donation via PayPal. The links are in the description below. Together, we can continue spreading God's Word to a world that desperately needs hope. Thank you for your prayers, your support, and for being part of this community. God bless you, and we'll see you in the next video. Peter and his companions wore simple white robes with a red and white shield, a sign of their dedication to Mary and their mission of mercy. Peter and the Mercedarians traveled to places where captives were held. Sometimes he would meet with the Moors, who were tough negotiators. Peter would explain, "We are here to bring these people home. Let's make a fair trade." The Moors were often amazed at Peter's courage and kindness, and many captives were set free. Peter didn't just rescue bodies, he also cared for people's hearts. He would pray with the captives and teach them about God's love. The Mercedarian order grew rapidly and soon had a presence in many cities and towns throughout Europe. In addition to ransoming Christian captives, the order also provided aid and shelter to the poor and suffering. They also established hospitals and schools that were known for their dedication to helping the less fortunate. Saint Peter Nolasco passed away in Barcelona on January 6, 1256. He was canonized by Pope Clement X in 1628 and is venerated as a saint in the Catholic Church. His feast day is celebrated on January 6th. The legacy of Saint Peter Nolasco continues to be honored by the Mercedarian Order and the Catholic Church, with many churches, schools, and institutions around the world bearing his name.